Hey guys, it's Rich, and I'm going to try to do 3 videos in 3 hours, and I already got through half of the first video without even having the microphone on. So, yeah. Anyway, this video I'm going to talk about the separation between politics and religion. Like I said, I don't really talk about politics on my channel. I said it in the previous video. I don't really talk about politics in my videos because I think that's more of a, hey, what I do affects people in other communities, whereas in religion, what we do as individuals pretty much only affects us as individuals. Now, we can disagree on things, and it's a lot easier to come to the agree to disagree stage. So that's why I like to do religious talks more than political talks. Now, I'm not saying that I will never do anything political ever again, just that that's not really the focus. But in this video, I kind of wanted to focus a little bit on politics and explain a little bit about why I don't do the politics thing. Take, for instance, there's a guy at work that is completely against abortion in any sense of the word, and even some medicines that can be taken after the joining of the two cells has commenced. So he's completely against all of that, and that's his belief. Whereas I might be more into the issues of marriage equality or something like that, or something that affects a different community. And in that instance, we have two different political figures in this instance. So I might be for one person and this other person might be for another person for completely different issues, and we will end up fighting and getting at each other's throats for completely different reasons. So just to cut down on any animosity whatsoever on this channel, I choose not to discuss politics that often. With that being said, in this video, I obviously am talking politics. So I reserve the right to change my decision at any time, this being my channel and whatnot. But anyway, moving on. What I really wanted to get down to is that this is now the time that the morning time is over, at least for me. On Thursday, I had a little bit of a drunken night. I drank a bottle of wine. I cried a little. I got my emotions out that I needed to. And then I woke up the next day and said, I'm done. I'm done feeling sorry that, a person whose campaign was, at least the campaign part, was fueled by hatred and was against certain policies that I agree with, or certain policies that will affect my life in general. So with that, I got my frustrations out, and I'm done. I'm ready to take action, whether it be through spellcrafting or whether it be through signing a petition, stuff like that. I dealt with my stuff my own way, and I'm not saying that you have to drink. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that you get your frustrations out in whatever way you need to, and I rarely get drunk, so I figured, hey, it's a nice night to have a drink. I need to get a little frustrations out. I need to feel vulnerable, and then I need to build myself back up. I need to strengthen myself. So that's kind of what I did this weekend. I took this weekend's opportunities, as it is a 3-day weekend for us in the military and a lot of people in the States. It was a 3-day weekend for us. So I took my little 3-day weekend and I made it about self-empowerment and just empowering myself in different ways. For me, it was watching some videos, watching some Netflix, just basically strengthening myself up with some positive, uplifting type of media out there. Instead of going on Facebook like I was on Thursday and a little bit on Friday, and just kind of trying to get people to understand that this is a very scary time for people in certain communities, in certain minority groups. It is a very scary time. But instead of sitting there and perseverating on how scary it could be, I decided to take action in my life to build up my defenses a little bit more, to uplift myself a little bit more, to empower myself a little bit more each and every day. Now, one thing that you can do in order to do this in your own life, if this is something that is affecting you, or even if it isn't, it's still something that's good to do, is to just watch some videos of people that are just uplifting. You know, those people that their joy is just contagious, where they say something or where they tell a joke or something like that, and it just sticks with you the entire day. These are the type of people that you need to surround yourself with, whether it's through videos or through actual people you might know. These are powerful people. And then if you are that type of person, which I'm not really, because I'm more of an introvert, I stay in my little shell a lot. If you are one of those people, go out and be those people for others. You know, stand united for a cause that is important to you. So, like I said, my time of mourning is over. It is time to get to my witching phase, my spell crafting, and getting into different things that will help empower me, help empower the community, sending energy out there for different things, like the healing energies that are needed for people who are feeling broken by all of this. It's really something that's needed right now. I will say that somebody posted on Twitter, and I'm not going to mention names, and if they want to say who they are, I'll let them, because I know they're going to be watching this. And they said about protesting. And I told them no. And I told them no because it is the system worked and there's no need to be violent and whatnot. And this person came back and said protesting doesn't have to be violent, and I completely agree. And I think protesting has definitely a spot in getting our point across. But lately, the protesting that has been happening in the States has turned to rioting, and that is not something that benefits anybody. So that's one reason that I go against the protesting part. For two, the system worked in the way it was meant to work. But the thing that I have against it is that the popular vote, what people actually voted, was for one candidate, and the Electoral College went towards another candidate. I don't like the Electoral College to begin with, and that's something that really frustrated me over the entire situation, was that. So in that aspect, the system didn't work. But either way that you look at it, the system in and of itself did its job the way it was supposed to. Whether you agree with it or not, whether the results end up being overturned or not, that is to be decided in, I believe, December, and there is a petition going around to overturn that decision, and you can find that on my Twitter feed. I have shared that on my Twitter feed, so you can go there and find that petition on my Twitter feed if that is something that interests you. However, any way that you look at it, we're probably going to end up with the candidate that was already chosen. There's already things going in place. There's already not necessarily things already happening, but there's things being planned for whenever they take office to actually start. So even if the Electoral College is not overruled, if it's not, we still need to do the empowering, the building up, the unification of our witchy community in general, the unification of the minority communities out there, to make our voice heard in a non-violent way. And as far as protesting, if it is a peaceful protest, I am all for it. Yay, protesting in a peaceful way. But if the protesting is more of rioting, definitely not. So, with that being said, I think that's all that I have for this video. I do want to say that I am sorry to that person, that I misunderstood them, and I believe that I retweeted or responded in that tweet to that person that I misunderstood what they were saying and explained all this to them. So I hope that apology reached that person. So again, if they are watching, which I'm pretty sure they are, you can go ahead and out yourself on that or not. It's whatever. Anyway, with all that being said, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.